Welcome back to Steve's Small Engine Saloon.
Do not do this to your chainsaw chain. If you do, you're going to create 2 more problems with your chainsaw. I think some of you are going to be quite fascinated by this video because it doesn't cross most people's minds. They don't really understand this, and they certainly don't understand the consequences and repercussions of doing this. Here's what happens to some people and their chainsaw chains. It has to do with the chain tensioner, okay? There's a chain tensioner on this cover right here. It's a little pin that moves back and forth to tighten your chain up. So what happens is that goes through the hole in your bar like that, and then you start screwing that screw on the outside there, and it moves the pin forward, and what that does is it slides the bar out away from the saw to tighten up your chain. And as you can see, there's not very much travel for that pin in that adjuster right there. So sometimes the adjuster will be all the way at the end, as far out as that bar can go, and your chain is still loose. In other words, the chain is too long for your chainsaw now. So there's a lot of people out there, Facebook groups and whatnot, that will say, hey, easy, just simply take that chain and break the chain, cut it, and remove 2 drive links from it, put it back together, and that will shorten your chain up and it'll work again. Well, that's true, it will work again, but I don't think you should do that, and this is why. First of all, why did the chain get too long in the first place? I'll show, oh, hey, by the way, I do have some links. Right at the end of this video, you'll see some clickable thumbnail links that you can click on to see other videos that are chainsaw chain related, because obviously if you're watching this, you're interested in that. Wait till the end to see those links. So let's look at this. The chain's worn out. That's why it's too long. Actually, I'm going to show you the new one first. You grab that chain and you can, here's a new one. I'm pulling it and squeezing back and forth like that. You can't move anything. That's a brand new chain right there. Now, if you go to the worn out chain, this is what happens. Look at this. That's crazy. It moves back and forth, and that's just like 2.5 inches right there, and it does that. You think about what happens through the entire chain. Now, both of these chains that I have right here are both 3/8, full-size 3/8, not the Pico stuff, and they are both 64 drive lengths long. So let's just look at the first like 8 inches of this, of both of these chains together. That black dark colored one is the worn out one. Obviously, that's pretty easy to tell. You put these side by side and you start those links right at the beginning, and for the first little bit here, the links seem to match up. And look what happens, even just in 8 inches, the drive links are different distances apart. 8 inches down that chain, you can see right there that it's already half of a drive link longer on the worn out chain. Okay, now let's see what the difference is between those spacings on those. For the full chain, check this out. I'm going to just hook these together so the first drive links are dead even. Now, all the way to the bottom, I'm going to pinch those together. Okay, right there. Look at this. That worn out chain is actually slightly more than 2 drive links longer. So you take that those 2 drive links out, you cut those out, put your chain back together again, and yeah, it's shorter now. It's the same length, but now it's going to be 62 drive links instead of 64. So now guess what? That worn out chain is not 3/8 pitch anymore now, is it? It's wider in between each one at the end. It's not 3/8 anymore. By the way, when we're talking about pitch, it's like you measure from this rivet to this rivet and then divide by 2 and all that stuff. I don't care. For all intents and purposes, it's the distance between the drive links, which are those little shark tooth looking things right there. So the distance between the drive links on the worn out chain is further apart than the new chain. So why do we care if the pitch is any different when we do that? I'll show you why right now. There's your sprocket right there. It's a 3/8 drive sprocket, and your roller nose on your bar is also 3/8. The chain running on it, that old worn out chain, is not 3/8 pitch anymore. Watch this. Here's a new one. I'm going to try to roll this on here, and you can see the difference. So that is a good 3/8 chain and a brand new 3/8 sprocket. Now, if you roll that like that, you can see it matches perfectly. It's smooth. It doesn't click. It's just perfect. All right, and now we'll put it on the roller nose of the bar, and look at this. It's perfect. It matches those little roller nose teeth on there, I guess you'd call them. Perfect. Okay, now let's try the old worn out chain. Pay attention to this. This is really interesting. Now you can see already, you can see through there, you can see that that is not matching the sprocket anymore because that chain is stretched out. Look at how it's lifting up like that. Okay, now we're going to try that old one on the sprocket, same thing, and you'll see the same thing on that drive sprocket. You roll it back and forth, and it'll actually lift up. You can clearly see that it's not fitting in those little grooves of the drive sprocket properly. Okay, so now what's going to happen when you put that chain on your chainsaw? You're going to do this. Because it's tight on the, you're going to hear this mostly, on this chainsaw you're not going to, I'm just proving a point here. You're going to take that and you're going to spin the chain like that, and it's going to go click, 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 click. It's coming from the sprocket because it's not meshing with those holes in the sprocket properly. Click, 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 click. You can't hear it click on the nose, but you're going to ruin your sprocket. You're going to ruin your roller nose if you do that to your chain. Oh, and by the way, if your chain is worn out to that extent where you have to actually cut some drive links off so your chain tensioner works again, there's something wrong with your saw. Your saw is not oiling enough. Unless you get right to the end, there's nothing left to sharpen anyway, but if there's still teeth to sharpen on there, there's a good piece on there, and it's worn out that bad, your chainsaw is not oiling enough. I guarantee it. Anyway, I hope everybody learned something out there. Again, like I said at the beginning, it's not something anybody ever thinks about. Think about it now. And, oh, those links that I was telling you about, they're coming right up. Wait for it. Cheers. Steve out.